It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Hornets have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Mavericks? This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The wingmen are Sexton and Miller. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And for the Mavericks, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Exum is out there with Irving, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. As you take a look at Charlotte, now that they're up 3-0 in this series, what's the hardest thing about these potential closeout games?
Not thinking you already have that Larry O'Brien trophy, because that's how you get yourself in trouble and potentially draw this series out more than it has to be. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Back to Davis. Dallas moving it around. And that one drops for him.
Well, defensively, you have to keep Irving out of the lane, or else he will eat you alive.
There's Sexton. That is good off the back rim and in.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Exum following the basket by Colin Sexton. And here is Gafford. Back to Exum. A 3-ball. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Ball. And so just over a minute and a half played. Uncovered. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
And Gafford throws it down.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
The putback. Outside, Ball. Outside, Sexton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Third is Miles Bridges. Fourth, LaMelo Ball.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their 3-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Dallas making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Knipples checked in for Sexton.
And Irving showing you his versatility. You can play him on or off the ball.
Ball with the bucket. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Flagg. And here is Davis. Outside Russell. Beyond the arc. And the Mavericks another 3.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Miller, no up. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 3-point lead. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated. Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And that's Knipple with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Flagg. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. James comes in for Ball. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Davis is checked in for the Mavericks. The Hornets also with a sub. Diabate's checked in. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And the slam dunk by Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
6-second difference between shot and game play. There's Miller with the 3. And again, it's Charlotte with the 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
There's the screen. Russell from long range. Drills the three-pointer. Russell's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavericks. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Mavericks.
And they look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. D'Angelo Russell out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Washington in at the small forward. Here is Russell. Following the 3 by Charlotte. Here's Davis. Davis owning the inside.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Miller outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Dallas has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Marshall sets a screen for Russell. Misses the 3.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
They now take the lead. 14 points from Brandon Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Dallas making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Sexton comes in for James. Here's Irving. He has 5. Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Well, that's AD at his best, playing big and finishing at the rim.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Sexton for 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Russell. In the corner, Lively with it. 5 to shoot. And D'Angelo Russell with the 3. Russell's got 11 points.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Sexton for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Dallas leading by 3. Right side Russell. Down low. Dallas moving it around. Back to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Love the awareness right there by Kyrie to find his man for the shot.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. Clyde comes in for Davis. And it's Exum in for Russell. Wasted no time on that one. 7 points in the game.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Pass to Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Gaffney. He's off on that one. Lumley with some nice D. Baseline try. Miller, no up.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Shot clock in B part separated by less than 6 seconds. Sexton's shot is good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Stolen by Washington. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Irving, and he makes good on the way. And now that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
It's a tie game in Dallas. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Halftime of Game 4 upon us, and it's a close game so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. They've had this finals series under control so far, but this game has them looking a little more evenly matched so far, all tied up at the half.
If I'm them, being tied right now is as good as losing. You can't tie for a championship. They need to play like winners and win this game.
I'm with you on that. This is the final. There's no room for slip-up games or surprise losses.
We'll see if they can pull away after the break. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Checking out the group for Charles Lee to start the second half. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. Sexton is out there with LaMelo Ball. Hornets trail by 3. Sexton for 3. Anthony Davis. With the rebound. Dallas has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And that one's good. Flag.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Ball, the pass to Sexton. Jacks up a 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And that one's good. Flag.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. There's Ball with the three, and another three for Charlotte.
Oh, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Exum. Another three for Dallas.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ball with the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Russell, who's checked in for Exum. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. LaMelo Ball, number 1. It's good by Gafford. Gafford's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
There's Ball with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Pass the flag. Back to Russell. Bridges with some nice defense. Irving with the steal. Fires the 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, with that skill level, it's not a surprise that Irving is having another great night.
That bucket in no time at all. Ball's got 12 points here in the second half.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
The 3 from Davis. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
And it's Ball in the corner. And again, it's Charlotte with the 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here is Davis. And no good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks just
Irving against Sexton. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Seconds left in the third quarter. To end the run, and it's Davis finishing it off.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Russell is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Knipple. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Those shots are like layups for Knipple. He's got such a great feel with that J.
Pass to Lively. Russell feeling it out a bit for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared White. Clyde comes in for Washington. Dante Exum is checked in for Marshall. And Irving subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
All right, Allie, thank you. Gafford with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 10. Irving drives in. Oh, softly lays it in.
And that is what Irving is known for. He is a master ball handler who can get whatever he wants.
Davis pulls it down. Dallas now running out of time. Cooper flag. Can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have played.
From about 16, got it.
And no matter who it is, you can't give anyone that much room for mid-range.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Miller, right side. The 20-foot jumper, good.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
Irving fires, creating space. What a move.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty. And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for Charlotte.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the final.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could taste that championship. There just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LaMelo Ball.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miller, and he hits the jumper.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And they get it back. It's off target. Sexton, count it, nails it from 14. And they've done it. The Charlotte Hornets have won the NBA championship. Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.